So one question, of course, is how do you take care of your scalp? What can you do to keep your scalp as healthy as possible? Well, there's certain things that you should try to clear out of your, I call it our bathroom graveyard of products, because I have my own. When I went natural, I bought so many different products because you would look online or somebody would have a commercial and say, oh, this is great for your hair. And then you try that. Oh, this is better for your hair. And then, the time when I went natural about 14 years ago. And so at that time, there were only a couple of companies that were doing anything for naturally curly hair for people that were trying to transition from having relaxers into being natural. And so when things would come out, there was a buzz on the internet and there were people doing commercials, and I would try those things, and a lot of times they did not work. And so you get into the habit of trying what people have said has worked because you're trial and error. You're trying to figure out what works best for you, what works best for your hair and your scalp. And so one thing that, something that I really have learned over the years is,
remember how I'm always telling you to use a derma roller to grow your hair in if you have bald spots or your edges are thinning? This is our derma roller from Dr. Topic Oils. Click the link below and get it today. Start growing your hair back today.
Finding out what's best for your hair really is something that cosmetologists are great at sharing with you. They know hair from the front to the back, to the up to down, the side, the corners, everywhere. The cosmetologists are fantastic at telling you exactly what to use on your hair. They can tell you what shampoo to buy, what combination of conditioner to get. They can give you all those insights on how to keep your hair as healthy as possible. So please connect with or partner with your cosmetologist to help them to give you the best types of products to use on your hair. The only real concerns I have when it comes to your scalp health is that you don't want to dry your scalp out. So a couple of products that I know will dry your scalp out will be using things that have alcohol. So you can just flip the label over on like any products that you're using. And if the first or second line or first or second item or list of ingredients, the first or second item is alcohol or alcohol type, you want to probably steer clear from that. Simply because we know alcohol is very drying. So if you use something that's alcohol based on your scalp, it's also going to dry your scalp out. So if you use something that has alcohol in it, it's also going to dry your scalp. And the other thing is sulfates. Sulfates are put into shampoos to really strip the oil and dirt away from the hair. And so by doing that, if you're using a sulfate shampoo, it's very possible that you're also stripping that layer, that healthy layer that's already on your scalp. So you want to be careful using those two items. And so, like I mentioned earlier, we always recommend a sulfate-free shampoo if you can find one. That's really good. It helps to not strip everything, all the oils. Of course, like for instance, if you're going to do a blowout or you're going to do something where you're going to get your hair blow dried, you want to have most of that oil off of your hair, so you can use a clarifying shampoo for that. And you can also get sulfate-free clarifying shampoos. Those are fantastic. But the two things, like I said, that I would really be careful about are using products that have alcohol and also using products that have sulfate. So I hope that answered that question about how can we care for our hair. Oh, the other thing I'll mention is, why should you care if your scalp dries out? I didn't answer that question. So the reason you should care if your scalp gets dry is because once your scalp gets dry and there's not a layer of protection there, it will start to flake. So you'll start to see flakes on your scalp. Those flakes could be flaky skin. They also could be, sometimes there is dermatitis is there that is caused from an infection, from inflammation. Dermatitis is there that's caused from inflammation. So, when your scalp is very dry, it's very easy to crack. Again, you can easily get a cut on the scalp and you don't know that there's a cut there. That bacteria and that sweat from just day-to-day activities can possibly get down into that cut and cause an infection as well. So keeping that scalp nice and healthy is super important to maintaining a healthy, growing head of hair. So thank you so much for listening. Again, this is Dr. Dwella Moton Nelson, your healthy scalp specialist. Thanks.